If you could only keep one of these, the instructions or the box, which would you pick? Did you pick the instructions? If so, you and I think alike. That said, there's only one instance where I'd say throwing the instructions out is okay with no guilt. I'll get to that in a second. Let me settle this debate right now because I think people get this backwards. A Lego box is nice, it's got artwork, it looks good on a shelf, but functionally, once the set is open, the box does nothing. It's decoration for your closet. So instructions, they're functional. They're the only way to rebuild that set correctly without losing your mind. A built set with instructions and no box sells fine. A built set with the box but no instructions? That's a red flag. Some buyers hesitate. The instruction manual is a sign of trust. It tells the buyer this person cared about the set, everything's here, it's complete. So if you're stressed about storage and thinking about what to toss the box before you toss the instructions every single time. Beyond resale, instructions earn their shelf space in 3 ways. First, rebuilding. Sets come apart, your wife throws them across the room, you take one apart to make room for another set, and a year later, you want to rebuild it. Without instructions, you're staring at 800 pieces trying to reverse engineer something a professional designer spent months creating. Good luck with that. Digital instructions exist on LEGO's website and the LEGO Builder app, and they're great as a backup, but flipping through pages while you build, it's faster, easier, no screen glare, no dead battery, no scrolling. Something to think about. Second, completeness. This is psychological, but it's real. A LEGO set with its manual feels complete, feels taken care of, whether you're displaying it, storing it, or passing it on to someone. Having the instructions is comforting. Side note, if you ever need to file an insurance claim on your collection, documentation matters. I talk about this in my video on tracking my collection with brickeconomy.com. If you haven't watched that, find that link in the description below. And finally, the last reason instructions earn their shelf space, the cost of storing instructions is next to zero. This is the kicker. A LEGO box for a large set takes up serious space. Instructions take up less space and are useful time and time again. Alright, when is it okay to toss instructions? One scenario, the instructions are destroyed, whether the dog got to it or a bucket of water. If it's unreadable and unusable, it's no longer a manual, it's recycling. In that case, download the digital version from LEGO's website, save the PDF, and move on with your life. But I have to say, damage does not mean worn. A manual with creased pages, bent corners, some wear, that's fine, that's character. It still works, it still adds value, and you should keep it. The bar for throwing away instructions should be very, very high. Should you keep LEGO instructions? Simple answer, yes. They're more important than boxes, they cost almost nothing to store, and they protect your collection's value in ways most people don't think about. My rule, instructions stay, always. If you want to know if you should keep the box, that video is right here. As always, subscribe for LEGO time-lapse, stop motion, real-time builds, and for more content like this. See you next time.